taxpayers are footing the bill for some really, really horrible artwork. Let's talk about it in our segment, Unbelievable. So you know by now that we have this art program in Washington state. I think it's 1% of general fund dollars, isn't it? It's something like that. Has to be used on public art, which is just dumb. We don't need to spend taxpayer money and have an actual, we have to send this percentage on art to beautify our public spaces. I did a story years and years ago, back when I was still in radio, like 15 years ago. Actually, it was for Dory. Dory Monson used to put me on these stories and assignments and go track this down and see if it's true. And it was art built at a dump site, like a what do you call them? Transfer station. And it was a big polar bear. And the polar bear was made out of the fronts of discarded refrigerators and freezer doors.
Wow.
And it cost like $250,000.
Oh my gosh.
They paid like $250,000 because they have this budget they have to spend, right, on art. So they'll write these massive checks for some crappy piece of art just so they can be like, oh, we've spent our art budget. So that's the case here. Our friends at Doge Washington, which you can follow them on X at wake_upwa, always finding these little gems. Amid a $16 billion deficit and record tax increases on Washingtonians, the Democrat-controlled legislature gave $20,000 to an out-of-state artist, Sarah Sistream, so they could hang her art, in quotes, at a Des Moines elementary school. So look, okay, the art program is a big beast. We could go line by line through a lot of this art, I'm sure, and find some art that is not worth what the state paid for it. I think that's a bigger conversation. But also the fact that we're paying out-of-state artists. If we have an arts program in Washington state, why would we not use it to pay local artists? Even if those local artists suck, I'd rather pay a local artist that money and keep that money here in our state, in our economy, through a program that's funded with our taxpayer money, than to give it to some artist, in this case, someone from Portland. So Sarah Suzanne Seastream, you can find, by the way, on Arts Law, they have like an artist roster so you can see who they're giving money to make art for the state of Washington. So just connecting the dots here, the only pieces of art that we can find in the state that are public art created by this Sarah Seastream are these two pieces that are at a Des Moines elementary school, North Hill Elementary in Des Moines. One of them, go ahead, Nicole, big reveal. One of them is called Loving You from a Safe Social Distance. Okay. And the other one is called Fish Dreams. And by the way, these were very clearly already artworks that she'd created and just sold to the state of Washington. Like this one says it's from 2012. Fish Dreams. Tell me what about sure. that? Is the fish dreaming of dying?
Or is a human dreaming of fish?
Is the human dreaming of murdering a fish? Because I just see the red. It looks like blood. And what is the loving you from a safe social distance? So I guess I'm kind of trying to, look, I know art's subjective, but that looks like a mason jar filled with red beads to me.
It does. That's so funny.
Yeah. So here's what I want to do, Nicole. We'll do this tonight. And it's Scout's Honor. Mm-hmm. What is Scout's Honor? 4 fingers or 3?
I'm not really sure.
I know it's not.
I wasn't in Scouts.
2, right? Okay. Anyway, here's what we'll do. We will tonight, each of us, we have 5 minutes. That's it. And you can only have 5 minutes. Maybe we do it together on FaceTime tonight.
Okay.
And you can only use gray, black, and red.
Okay.
And we will both create a piece of art in less than 5 minutes. And then for our daily subscriber show poll tomorrow, we'll ask you to judge whose art is best. And we won't say which one is Nicole's and not. So we'll compare it to...
is it going to be Fish Dreams?
Fish Dreams. Yep, Fish Dreams.
It's got to have the same name.
So Fish Dreams, you do one 5 minutes. I do one 5 minutes. Fish Dreams from Sarah Seastream, which cost us somewhere in the range of $20,000 as taxpayers. And then we'll see, maybe we sell our art. Maybe we see if we can sell it for $20,000 to fund unDivided. I don't know.
Wow.
You don't think so?
I mean,
you don't think anybody will buy it?
I hope they will, but I don't know that I'm giving it to the business.
To the
I'm going on vacation.
I will sell it to the highest bidder on YouTube.
I love it.
But we'll see which one wins in a daily subscriber show poll. Okay?
Okay.
Deal? All right.